Hello there, I'm Paul Scheider from Hedgehog Leatherworks, and right now I'm going to show you a method for making a primitive fishing hook for a very effective method for gathering fish out of a stream or a river or creek or what have you. I give full credit to George Hedgepeth of Briar Patch Outdoors for showing me this technique. I believe he originally learned it from Ray Mears in one of his video series. Anyway, I'll talk a little bit first about the materials I'm using. Of course, for any fishing hook, we're going to need fishing line, and for this one we're using some natural jute fiber. Again, it can be any cordage that you make in the outdoors. Ideally, you want it as thin as possible, but still strong enough to hold the weight of a fish. Now, the hook that I'm using is from a locust tree. It is, I'm not sure, I wish I had a field guide with me. I don't know if it's black locust or honey locust, but the tree is very easily identifiable because it has these spiraled, kind of curly looking seed pods. And if you walk up close to the tree, on the trunk and on the branches, it has some very large thorns. This is actually a small one in comparison to what you would find on the tree itself. So, the way this works is we take our length of cordage and our thorn, and we go to the very end of the piece of cordage where it's kind of doubled over, and we start by simply untwisting just to create a small hole. Take the tip of our thorn, pierce it through, then we retwist. Now we're going to go to the next segment, untwist it slightly, push our thorn back through, and retwist again. So now I've got it looped over in two places, and this is really simple. We just move it down to the base, to the non-pointy side of the thorn, situate it there, and then we just tighten it up as best we can. And that's really as complicated as it is. Now, there's an important component here, which is when we go to bait the hook, you're going to put your worm or grasshopper or whatever it is that you're using for bait. You're going to put it on the hook and around the string such that when the bait is fully secured, the barb of the hook, of the thorn, points upward. And what this does is when Nemo comes to take the bait, he's going to swallow the entire thing. The hook is not horizontal because it's vertical. It's easy to swallow with the bait, and as he pulls, it'll actually open up inside his mouth like this, and he may open up even lower down in his gut. This technique is very effective. I have not used it myself, but George has had a lot of success with it. It will kill the fish. When this opens up inside, it does a lot of damage, so be sure that if you're going to practice this, you do intend to eat the animal. Also keep in mind it's very important to check with local regulations, as most primitive traps and primitive methods are actually considered extremely illegal except for dire circumstances. So you could use this on the end of a fishing pole that you make with a stick and a simple string, or you could hang out a trot line across the waterway, whether it's a river or stream or creek or whatever, and hang these down, multiple hooks going across the entire river, and then you just wait. And you wait for the fish and you pull it up later, and hopefully you would have some dinner. So again, that's how it works. Fish comes up, opens up, and gouges it down. And this is actually quite strong, especially if you use a thorn like this. If you do not have a thorn, you can make an artificial thorn just by getting a little splinter of wood, maybe fire harden it, something like that, and it'll work equally effective. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm Paul Scheider from Hedgehog Leatherworks, and I'll see you next time.